Hi, I'm Muchinetta. I'm founding editor-in-chief of Fashionerd.com. I'm here at the Sourcebook and Fashionerd Press Lounge interviewing Simon, who curated the Sustainable Innovation stand at the Key House. Simon, tell us a little bit about the stand and how you came about selecting the brands that you're representing.
So I have a very broad network, and what I do for my network is that every new development about sustainability and innovation, I try to pick out and combine it into three themes for this episode. I choose like re-alive, recolor, and redefine material. For example, the re-alive material is like how to reuse biomaterial waste, like a cow's stomach or a fish skin, or blood coming from a cow, used as a pigment.
Okay. And which one has been the most popular material that people have been like, oh my God, I can't believe this can happen?
Well, it would be great if I give you one solution on this, but
Yes.
what I sensed and what is part of being a curator is to find balance in the total, right?
Yes.
And so this is why I picked three themes, because the audience is very broad. But my personal favorite, because it's like a bit of paradoxal material, is like the clay material. So there is a designer who makes textile out of clay.
Wow.
Which I think is really surprising, because
You never connect the two, right?
you're never connected to.
I like the fish bag.
You like the fish bag,
Does it smell?
but you already notice the difference.
Yeah,
So
I mean-
you have this kind of interest, and
I liked it, but I wasn't brave enough to smell it. So, but
we can do it after.
We can do it after, for sure. Talking about the Key House, what has been the response with those who've attended?
Well, I was basically fixed in my own area.
Okay.
But what I sensed when I walked around is that people were pleasantly surprised coming from the other more traditional areas. And the purpose and the functionality of the Key House was like, well, what kind of innovation heaven are we in now? So,
And with regards to sustainability, I mean, do you see people adopting this in the future?
Yeah.
Or is it something that
Totally.
the textile industry is still quite stubborn about adopting?
No, there is no. Actually, the regular and the linear textile industry are longing for new materials and longing for innovations, but they are struggling with their own historic perspectives as well. It's not easy to change the whole industry in a way, but it's very good and it's very wanted to get inspired on new experience, because the innovations I show can be the material for 5 years ahead as well.
And manufacturing these innovations, do you think it's easy, or are
No.
you still working on it?
The interesting part that what I found here these last 3 days is that the differences between the questions, right? So there sometimes you see small designer agencies and saying, well, can I take 2 or 3 or 4 samples or 5? But then there is also a bigger industry saying, well, can I take thousands of cow stomachs, and what is the price? And what I find surprisingly, and what I find really, really good, and that fits in a goal, is like if we have a case or a question coming from the market, it stimulates and it's inspired for the designer as well. Because a designer, for example, with a wood textile, the bark of the skin of the tree, she was never thinking about, you can use it for a hang tag in a clothing or something.
Okay.
So, but now we got a really interesting question for a really big labeler, saying, well, can we use this material for hang tags, for example?
You're making the textile industry sound like the future's bright for it.
Yeah.
Would you say this is the case?
Well, I'm a bit prejudiced, because all of the people that visiting my booth they have an interest as well, right? So if I visit the other halls, like the traditional and linear, it's a different kind of culture and a different kind of world.
Yes.
But since they are on the same ground, we can stimulate the growth, and we can stimulate the contact as well.
This is true. Well, thank you so much, Simon.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
Thank you.